Just do business.
We're here. We're here with the most prolific entrepreneur, business person that y'all will ever meet in the whole world. Let's get it started. Just introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Amy Coed, and I am the founder and CEO of Coed Renovations and Design.
Okay, so when you said renovations and design, can you just go like, okay, what will be like your title per se for your company?
So I'm a general contractor. We are mission-based. All projects that we help develop is community-based or creative-based.
Creative base.
Yep.
Okay, so take us back to like your upbringing with your family or how you got to this. Because when you're dealing with designs, you learn certain things from your mom and your dad and your upbringing. Like take us back to like even your culture and how you were raised to how you connected the dots.
Okay. I come from two immigrant parents. They are from Thailand. They immigrated here while in the 80s, and they're both entrepreneurs, serial entrepreneur. My mom had restaurants. My dad did export, import, just materials and goods. I don't think I learned much from them as far as design. What I think I carried on from them is more of the entrepreneurship tools that they shared with me.
Okay, so when they came here in like the 80s,
Yes.
like what was like the city they landed at?
They landed in Los Angeles. That was their first stop. Migrated to Los Angeles straight from Bangkok, Thailand. My mom started working as a waitress, saved up enough money to open up her own restaurant. And that was, I guess, what she always wanted to build. She had restaurants in Thailand, but they closed that down to build their dream out here.
So did you ever like go to another city or anything to like how did you, were you like when you were growing up, were you looking at like the landscapes, the buildings, the construction of it, the design, like how did that dot connect? How did you know? Because people really
Oh my
want to know.
gosh. To be honest with you, I never had a one-track passion or one-track path that I wanted to take. So just throughout the year, learning myself, learning my abilities, learning my flaws, and really getting to know what I'm capable of naturally without trying and nurturing those abilities a little bit better is what, kind of led me into this field. I took a risk. It wasn't anything that I thought I was great at. I just knew I was creative. I love to micromanage. And I love seeing things develop from ground up. And so I just explored, asked around, found a mentor, found someone I can work under and really learn the field. And that's how I got into construction. I worked for a GC and kind of learned the ins and out of a construction company and learned that, hey, this is something I wanted to do. So after working for the GC for about 3 years, I started my own company and took on projects that were more aligned to my mission, which is more creative support and community-based support.
Now, when you said something very important that a lot of, some young children in high school, college students, even people who are like in their 20s, going into their 30s, in certain areas, people need a mentor to help improve what they're trying to accomplish in their goals. Now, because it's so hard to find a mentor these days. It's not like back in the day where you could a mentor just slip and fall, and right into you, bump right into you. Like, was there any skill or any way that a person could kind of find a mentor, like what is the way? How do you find a mentor? That's I really want to know that.
I'm more spiritually based. So even within my business, I am depending on my spiritual self to guide me versus my mental self. So to find even a mentor, I remember just praying. I prayed and asked the universe, God, whoever you talk to, and I prayed for a mentor to help guide me in my path. And she popped up. I ran into her through another mutual friend. I went to look at a site that my friend wanted to develop and ended up meeting my mentor, Sherry. She's a developer. She has a mission-based company also that does development for communities. And so, yeah, I prayed for her. And I think within business, I don't know how other people build their business, but I couldn't have done it without me building my spiritual self first. And the business kind of followed. And I really didn't go looking for it. I just kept working on myself, kept gaining the tools that I needed. And once I felt like I had the tools and the ability to do what I wanted to do with myself, then I prayed for, another entity to come and kind of guide me on how I can utilize those tools.
So like when you first met her, was it my thing is like, if I was going to meet like a mentor, right? Like how would I go about that? Like, is it something that y'all go for dinner, lunch? How do you cultivate the mentorship?
Right. Our relationship was super organic, so we clicked right away. We had the same mission. We wanted to help the community. We wanted to help other creatives to be able to sustain their career or their essential living. And so I think it was a natural bond, and we just, I did ask her out for lunch. I was like, look, I really want to partner up and I really want to learn more. So do you have, time? I would love to sit down with you and see what I can learn from you and share my tools and see what we can, use that for. And yeah, so I was very upfront, but I think the most important thing is to be organic, be yourself. Don't be afraid to share your flaws so that people are aware of those flaws so they can understand and know how to properly function or work with you. That's the most important part.
Now, okay, what was your first project? Like, what was your first project like? Whether it's design, whether it's building, take me on a trip to like, what was your first project? What was the pros? What was the cons? And how did you get into that first project?
So my first project was through the GC that I used to work for. It was a small residential, a full gut out. So we rebuilt a 3-bedroom house. So I prayed for the right people, opportunity, and places to be in my path. And a friend of mine called me out of the blues and asked if I was able to help him with his construction company, to kind of help him on the back end, to oversee the projects, all the office stuff. And so I said, yeah, of course. It was definitely under what I wanted to get paid, but at that time, I think it was just the opportunity that I saw more valuable than the actual compensation that was given at the time. So I took it. So my first project, I went in, we talked about kind of my background, my experience with construction. I really didn't have any, but he was very willing to teach and, give me ample time to kind of teach myself and do my own research to try to get up to speed. But the first project was a residential project. It was a 3-bedroom house, a little 3-bedroom house in the west side of Atlanta somewhere. I don't remember where, but so that first project really helped me understand what my strength was, what I wanted to do, what I enjoy doing, the process of building, and yeah, that was my first round of kind of learning.